Well, weather-wise, Whistler is experiencing a fairly common situation. It's the fact that at the top of the mountain, where we've done most of our research, it's actually snowing quite a bit. Whereas at the bottom of Whistler, it tends to be raining. This is not unusual, although the frequency of it is quite unusual. Normally this time of the year, that situation happens about 50% of the time, but this year it's happening almost all the time. It's actually a very interesting issue scientifically as to whether you get rain or snow. It depends on many different factors. It obviously depends on the temperature of the air coming into the area. But also the air can rise over the mountains, and rising air tends to cool the temperatures. And of course, if the temperature drops below zero, this gives you snow. And the fact that having a lot of rain, the melting of the snow to produce the rain loft actually cools the atmosphere down. And this can actually take temperatures which are originally above zero, producing rain, and convert them into temperatures exactly at zero, which is producing snow. And we've actually been releasing balloons right from Whistler, and we've seen some very deep regions of the atmosphere, just about 1 kilometer deep, are exactly at zero, producing snow that was actually generated from the rain. And one of the reasons this year is atypical is because in the very large scales, this is an El Nino year. The warmest oceanic temperatures in the Pacific are far east of where they typically are. This is leading to a lot of convection over the middle of the Pacific, and that's diverting the warm air which normally would have gone to California. A lot of it's going to British Columbia. So the air coming into British Columbia is warmer than normal. This of course is affecting Cyprus even more, which basically resides at sea level, where they experience the warmest temperatures. By the time that air reaches Whistler, it has climbed somewhat and is somewhat cooler, and there you're getting this mixture of rain and snow, whereas typically Cyprus is just getting rain. So we have a number of factors which actually tell us whether it's going to be rain or snow at Whistler, or any mountain for that matter. The large-scale conditions this year tending to be warmer, and the local scale conditions, which can also make a huge impact on the types of precipitation that occur as well. The kind of equipment that is available in Whistler right now is unprecedented in Canada. Thanks to the Olympics, Environment Canada in particular has spent millions and millions of dollars instrumenting that mountain. And for us in the university, it's a fantastic opportunity to take detailed measurements of a mountain. It's unprecedented how much we are documenting that mountain. And in fact, even the gondolas going up the Whistler have actually documented with temperature sensors. And the peak-to-peak between Blackcomb and Whistler is also instrumented, so even across the valley we're actually documenting what the temperatures are. My student is taking photograph and samples of the mountains up the mountainside, and in fact we're actually taking measurements outside the gondola windows as we're going up and down the mountain of the precipitation to look at the vertical profiles of the precipitation as well. So it's a unique opportunity, and it's going to be a major component of my student's PhD thesis, and we've already got an abstract for a paper at a conference this spring on what we found at Whistler.